planet's strangest and rarest bird species that you can hardly believe actually exist. Dear friends, enigmatic echoes here. When it comes to birds, people often immediately think of small, colorful birds with melodious songs, or agile birds of prey with sharp eyes. However, in nature, there are many birds with bizarre appearances, unable to fly and extremely dangerous when humans approach, with terrifying deformed faces and enormous wingspans. People often think they are artificial products created by expert Photoshop users. However, in today's video, enigmatic echoes will broaden your horizons, with 6 of the planet's strangest and rarest bird species to disprove that notion. Now, let's see which birds they're right in this video. One, king vulture, the messenger connecting humans and gods. The king vulture is a large carrion-eating bird with a much stranger appearance than other vultures. According to Maya tradition, the king vulture is a symbol of royalty and a messenger between humans and deities, although they also eat carrion like other vultures. The king vulture possesses vibrant plumage, standing out from the gray or brown of common vultures. The king vulture's body is mainly white, with black tail and wings, but its head has rainbow-like bright colors. Their head and neck are featherless, helping maintain hygiene and avoid bacterial infection from animal carcasses when eating. The king vulture is an important scavenger bird in the food chain. They can quickly clean up animal carcasses, helping prevent the spread of bacteria. Although eating dead bodies might make people feel disgusted, vultures are good friends of the planet because they help keep the environment cleaner. When searching for food, king vultures can conserve energy by gliding on air currents for long periods. Thanks to this, they often find food that other vulture species cannot. When king vultures appear, smaller birds usually have to yield their food to them. This species mainly inhabits Central and South America. Due to increasingly shrinking habitats, the wild king vulture population is gradual. Meanwhile, captive king vultures can live up to 30 years. Images of king vultures frequently appear in ancient Maya records. The question is, why are they called kings? That's because according to Maya legend, the king vulture is a symbol of royalty, a messenger transmitting messages between humans and deities. 2. Great hornbill. The great hornbill, scientifically named Buceros bicornis, is the largest hornbill species in the hornbill family. With a weight that can reach up to 4 kilograms, body length reaching 90 to 122 centimeters. Adults have a wingspan of up to 1.6 meters. An impressive wingspan that makes them look massive and majestic. They are distributed in tropical mainland and mountainous regions, subtropical areas in some Southeast Asian countries, India, and southern China. However, size isn't the most impressive thing about the great hornbill. People can easily recognize this bird based on its large body size and weight, and especially its long, large curved beak connected to a brightly colored casque. This beak with its special casque is usually yellow, bright orange-yellow, easily identifiable from afar, composed of keratin horn material. To this day, scientists haven't precisely determined the function of this hollow casque. The most plausible hypothesis is that it's used as a tool to attract mates. Like most other hornbill species, male great hornbills have red or orange irises, while females have white pupils and turquoise or light blue irises. When young, they have gray feathers, gradually becoming jet black when mature. The hindquarters and tail have white feathers with a glossy black streak. With its beautiful and unique appearance since ancient times, the hornbill has been revered by many tribes as a precious bird with supreme power. Therefore, they chose the hornbill as a sacred symbol to offer to the gods during festivals. Ancient people believed young birds could appease wronged souls. For a long time, the beautiful feathers and casque of the hornbill have been used as home decorations, as jewelry and to enhance strength. The hornbill is called Home Rai and Rao in Motsuri, both meaning king of the desert. One of the decorative accessories made from the casque of the hornbill and its relatives is the traditional headdress Hijayadani Shi people, an indigenous ethnic group in Pei. Shi people use the upper half of the hornbill. According to the name of the hornbill in their language, Paya, this beautiful bird appears in many traditional cultural aspects and is frequently mentioned in folk tales. and nursery rhymes of an she people. Today, they conserve this bird in the wild. People have stopped using their casques for pudum hats and replaced them with fiberglass beak hats. To date, the demand for hunting them for meat, jewelry, and keeping as pets still exists. Along with the loss of their tropical forest habitat and widespread human encroachment, it has severely affected the hornbill's living space, causing a sharp decline in their wild population, and putting them at risk of extinction in the wild. The oilbird is a nocturnal bird that feeds on fruit and roosts in caves. They find and locate food using echolocation, similar to bats and dolphins. However, the difference is that humans can hear some of the sounds they produce. In the past, due to its name, the oilbird was hunted to extract oil for fuel. It is known that when the oilbird returns to the cave to sleep, the flock, the noisiest known bird species, can be deafening. The oilbird uses echolocation to navigate in completely dark caves. However, unlike the calls of bats, the clicking sounds of the oilbird are within a human hearing range. A single bird can produce clicking sounds up to 100 decibels. Measured at close range, and a flock of thousands amplifies the sound to a terrifying level. The oilbird seems to use echolocation only when inside caves, and not when foraging for food at night. This may be due to their sensitivity not being high. A scientific experiment showed that oilbirds fly straight into 10 centimeters wide plastic pits, but they can avoid discs 20 centimeters wide and larger. They feed at night, mainly on oil palm fruits and laurel berries, and are the only nocturnal fruit-eating birds in the world. They forage at night, navigating by echolocation like bats, but with high-pitched clicking sounds around 2 kHz that humans can hear. This bird was discovered by Alexander von Humboldt when he climbed the Bangdu volcano and reached Cumana, Venezuela. The also-drop cock of the rock belongs to the genus Rubic, is a strikingly beautiful bird native to South America. They are found in tropical and subtropical rainforests. Very eye-catching with their plumage and crescent-shaped crest on the head. They look like a bird from another planet. However, only the males have a bright orange or red-orange crescent-shaped crest. The bird's crest acts like a courtship tool, hoping the male displays beauty and attract mates. Additionally, the also-drop cockatoo 1 is famous for its very complex and impressive courtship. 2. Unfortunately, despite working hard to pursue females to mate. 3. This bird is not a monogamous species. 4. After finding a mate and successfully mating. 5. The male bird abandons all parent. 6. It only appears when it sees danger threatening the female. 7. The female then builds a nest on cliff walls or large rocks by herself. 8. Then incubates the eggs and raises the chicks alone in salt. 9. Meanwhile, the male is aggressive, territorial, and likes to keep what belongs to him. 10. When the female is incubating eggs and caring for the young, the male's nap. 11. Singing and occasionally fighting in a certain arena. 12. Not far from where the female and nest are, truly playful male birds. 13. And except during the 14. This strange bird is a canopy-dwelling animal and hard to spot in the rainforest. 15. They mainly eat fruits and berries, serving as important seed dispersers for the rainforest. 16. Rita leforina is a species belonging to the variety Sadie bird of paradise. 17. Its scientific name is Leforina superba, distributed in the rainforests of New Guinea and Indonesia. 18. This 5 centimeters in size, with a nail. 19. Along with a shimmering blue crown and bib. 20. The number of females in this species is very low, leading to fierce competition among males for mate. 21. Therefore, besides displaying their unique plumage. 22. Male birds must perform extremely bizarre and complex. 23. Among the most remarkable in the bird world. 24. Recently, a woman in Colombia and her family visited a farm in Chivolo, northern Magdalena. 25. Upon arrival, she unexpectedly encountered a strange object. 26. However, when she approached, she discovered that what she thought was 27 turned out to be a peculiar. 28. Sensing movement, the bird opened its eyes and alertly raised its feathers in threat. 29. The bird suddenly opened its mouth wide, emitting a piercing cry that startled the woman with 30. It is known that this is actually a bird species called 31. The bono bird is mainly distributed in the northern region as 32. Most of them live in the Amazon rainforest, and locals in Brazil call it urana. 33. Additionally, bono also inhabits countries like Mexico and Argentina. 34. Besides its very strange appearance, the bono bird has a noisy, quite frightened. 35. Sometimes the eerie sounds they produce keep campers in the forest awake all night. 36. This mournful cry seems to be lamenting something. 37. Bono is a nocturnal animal, similar to their owl relatives. 38. When sleeping, it adopts a posture with its head held high to disguise itself as a 39. Their plumage is considered a masterpiece of nature, helping them blend into the environment and deceive venom. 40. This bird has a very special self-defense method, making them even harder to find. 41. Instead of fighting or fleeing, this bird will stand still. 42. They will not risk moving or even breathing heavily. 43. Bono eggs are incubated for about 44. This is one of the few species where both male and female share the responsibility of incubating eggs and raising the young after hatching. 45. They do not build nests. Instead, they lay eggs in a hollow on a branch or in a rotten tree stump. 46. Its eggs are white with purplish browns. 47. One will incubate the eggs during the day. 48. This task is shared by the other when it is safer for them to move around.
49. The world is home to many strange and frightening creatures.
50. Among the birds with peculiar appearances mentioned above are what do you think about the birds above? Please leave your opinion below in the comment section.
Don't forget to give a like to Enigmatic Echoes and subscribe to the channel so you don't.
For now, goodbye and see you again.
Subscribe to the Guy and Migo channel so you don't miss exciting videos.